Seniors, eat this before bed to regain leg strength. Please watch this entire video, as it will help you and your loved ones live longer, stronger, and maintain independence well into your golden years. What I'm about to share could be the difference between climbing stairs with confidence or struggling with each step. Stay with me, your future mobility depends on this. A life-changing discovery from your kitchen. My fellow seniors, I'm Dr. Martinez, and as a geriatric specialist with over 25 years treating patients over 60, I've witnessed something that breaks my heart daily. I see vibrant, intelligent people like you trapped in bodies that no longer respond the way they used to. The fear in their eyes when they can't climb stairs, the anxiety about falling, the gradual loss of independence that haunts every senior's nightmares. But today, I'm sharing a discovery that's changing everything. Recent groundbreaking research published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2023 revealed something extraordinary. A single food, consumed before bedtime in the right combination, can begin revitalizing your neuromuscular performance within just 12 hours. This isn't about expensive supplements or grueling exercise routines. This is about one specific nutrient-rich approach that addresses the real culprit behind your weakening legs. Because here's what the medical community has discovered. The problem isn't just aging. It's chronic undernourishment at the cellular level, persistent inflammation, and disrupted circadian rhythms that are stealing your strength. Your legs aren't just transportation. They're your foundation for independence, your confidence, your ability to live life on your terms. When leg strength disappears, everything changes. Stairs become mountains. Balance becomes uncertain. Energy plummets. Most people accept this as inevitable aging, but the science tells a different story. The hidden truth about muscle loss. Why your legs are failing you. For decades, we believed muscle atrophy was simply inevitable, shrinking fibers due to inactivity or declining hormones. But cutting-edge neuroscience research from the University of Calgary has revealed something revolutionary. Your muscles aren't disappearing, they're disconnected. The motor neurons connecting your brain and spinal cord to your leg muscles begin deteriorating as early as your 40s. This neuromuscular disconnect reduces electrical signaling, meaning your muscles don't receive proper commands to contract. They exist, but they're essentially offline. This explains why you might feel unsteady rising from a chair, why your legs fatigue more quickly, despite maintaining your routine. It's not weakness, it's a communication breakdown. And here's the life-changing news. This can be restored. Your spinal cord functions as a relay station for movement commands, but it depends on continuous nutrient-driven support to maintain signal integrity. Think of your leg muscles as skilled workers, and your nervous system as the foreman giving commands through a megaphone. When the battery runs low, the megaphone fails. But recharge that battery, and the crew resumes work immediately. The fastest way to accomplish this restoration is providing your neuromuscular junction, where nerves and muscles connect, with essential nutrients that restore signaling efficiency. Specific amino acids, B vitamins, and acetylcholine precursors can dramatically improve this connection within hours. This is where our bedtime protocol becomes crucial. During sleep, your body enters its most intensive repair phase. By consuming the right nutrients before bed, you're essentially giving your nervous system premium fuel for overnight restoration. Number 1. The power of Leucine. Your muscle activation switch. Let me introduce you to Leucine, one of the most critical amino acids your body cannot produce. You must obtain it from food, and its importance extends far beyond basic nutrition. Scientists call Leucine an anabolic trigger because it signals your cells it's time to grow. Leucine directly activates a cellular pathway called mTOR, which controls muscle protein synthesis. Think of mTOR as your body's internal switch for building and repairing muscle tissue, while Leucine is the finger that flips that switch. A landmark 2011 study in the Journal of Nutrition demonstrated that a single leucine-rich meal significantly enhanced mTOR activity and stimulated muscle protein synthesis in adults over 50. This is crucial because our muscles become increasingly resistant to anabolic signals as we age. But Leucine can overcome this resistance. Here's what many seniors don't realize. You might consume adequate protein but insufficient leucine to trigger muscle growth. This is why protein timing and source matter tremendously. To activate the mTOR pathway and initiate muscle repair, You need just 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine, obtainable from approximately 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein. The richest sources include eggs, beef, poultry, and especially whey protein. For optimal results before bedtime, I recommend Greek yogurt with added whey protein powder. Greek yogurt provides sustained protein release throughout the night, while whey delivers immediate leucine availability. This combination ensures your muscles receive consistent amino acid supply during sleep's critical repair phase. But leucine does more than build muscle. It's restoring biochemical dialogue between your nervous system and muscle fibers. The faster that communication resumes, the quicker your legs begin feeling stable, strong, and alive again. Number 2. Acetylcholine and eggs. Restoring your body's command system. Every movement decision you make, whether standing, stepping, or rising from a chair, begins as a brain signal, but that signal doesn't communicate directly with your muscles. It's first converted into acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter responsible for neuromuscular transmission. Without sufficient acetylcholine, your muscles won't fire properly. They misfire, delay, or simply don't respond. Research shows acetylcholine production and receptor sensitivity gradually decline with age, particularly in motor neurons controlling your legs. This explains why balance issues and delayed muscle reactions become increasingly common. Are you watching and finding these health tips for seniors useful? Comment below to show your support. But here's where the science becomes exciting. Studies demonstrate that choline, acetylcholine's precursor, can rapidly restore this signaling capacity. A comprehensive 2012 review in Nutrients emphasized that increasing dietary choline can improve acetylcholine production within 6 to 12 hours, especially when the brain actively demands motor coordination. What food provides this advantage? Eggs, specifically the yolks, which contain the most abundant natural choline source. Just 2 whole eggs deliver over 300 milligrams of choline, transforming into acetylcholine and helping restore your motor control pathway. For seniors experiencing tremors, instability, decreased walking power, or slow leg response, try this bedtime protocol. Consume 2 whole eggs approximately 2 hours before sleep, preferably combined with leucine-rich protein like Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. Why before bed? Acetylcholine synthesis naturally drops during sleep preparation, making evening the optimal time for choline supplementation. You're providing your body raw materials to re-establish neuromuscular command during overnight restoration. This isn't placebo effect. This is your central nervous system firing with greater precision. Choline doesn't just support muscle function. It's upgrading the communication highway between your brain and legs. Number 3. The blood flow revolution. Beets and nitric oxide. Imagine trying to water a garden with a kinked hose. No matter how fertile the soil or abundant the sunlight, plants won't thrive. This happens inside your muscles, particularly your legs, as we age. Arteries and capillary supply in your lower limbs become constricted and less responsive. Restricted blood flow impairs oxygen delivery, nutrient transport, and waste removal, 3 essentials for muscle function and recovery. The result? Heavy, fatigued legs with delayed response, even with adequate protein intake and exercise. Nitric oxide controls blood vessel dilation. This naturally produced gas in your endothelial cells, lining your blood vessels, signals when vessels should widen and allow increased blood flow. Unfortunately, nitric oxide production heavily depends on dietary intake, and it declines significantly with age. Enter beets, one of nature's most powerful nitric oxide boosters. Beets, particularly raw or juiced, contain dietary nitrates your body converts into nitric oxide. A groundbreaking 2015 study in the Journal of Applied Physiology showed older adults consuming beetroot juice experienced significant leg muscle power increases within hours. This improvement was particularly notable in fast-twitch fibers, critical for balance and fall prevention. These weren't marginal gains. Benefits were measurable in real-world movement testing, walking speed assessments, chair stand tests, and stair climbing performance. Let our community know where you're watching this video from. Share your city and country in the comment section below. I love connecting with seniors from across America who are taking charge of their health. For bedtime application, consume 1 to 2 medium-sized beets or 250 to 300 milliliters of beetroot juice, approximately 2 hours before sleep. This allows nitrates to convert into nitric oxide and begin vasodilation processes that continue throughout the night. Number 4. Taming the silent killer. Dark leafy greens and inflammation. There's a silent thief, systematically stealing your leg strength. Chronic low-grade inflammation. Unlike acute inflammation you feel after injury, this persistent systemic inflammation gradually undermines muscle function, particularly in your legs. Research reveals even minimal chronic inflammation can reduce muscle regeneration capacity, strength gains, and coordination improvement. A comprehensive 2020 study in the journals of gerontology discovered elevated inflammatory markers, specifically C-reactive protein and interleukin-6, were strongly associated with decreased muscle mass and strength in older adults, even when physical activity and nutrition appeared adequate. What happens inside your body during this process? Inflammation impairs mitochondrial function, the engines powering muscle contractions, interferes with muscle protein synthesis, increases oxidative stress, and disrupts your nervous system's ability to recruit muscle fibers effectively. If this video on elderly care is valuable to you, leave a 3 in the comments to let me know you're here. The most effective tool for extinguishing this ongoing inflammatory fire isn't in supplement aisles, it's in your produce drawer. Dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, arugula, chard, and mustard greens are tremendously anti-inflammatory powerhouses. These greens contain high concentrations of polyphenols, chlorophyll, magnesium, and nitrate compounds that support your body's ability to downregulate inflammatory pathways. Specifically, the polyphenol quercetin, found in kale and mustard greens, directly blocks inflammatory cytokines like interleukin-6 and TNF-alpha. A 2019 study in Frontiers in Pharmacology demonstrated that daily quercetin-rich food consumption can lower inflammation markers within 2 to 4 weeks, particularly when combined with moderate exercise. For bedtime preparation, incorporate at least 1 cup of dark leafy greens into your evening meal, approximately 3 hours before sleep. Why evening? This helps establish inflammatory regulation throughout your circadian rhythm, your internal clock controlling immune and hormonal responses. Combine greens with healthy fats like olive oil or avocado to improve absorption of fat-soluble antioxidants like vitamin K and beta-carotene. Add lemon juice or apple cider vinegar to enhance digestion and nutrient uptake. These foods don't work like painkillers with immediate effects. Over 10 to 14 days, you'll experience reduced discomfort, faster recovery, more stable energy, and renewed leg power sensation. Number 5. The critical timing factor. When you eat matters. The timing of your meals can dramatically accelerate or slow your muscle restoration process, especially as we age. When you consume protein, you trigger muscle protein synthesis, the biological process repairing damaged tissue and building new muscle. However, aging brings anabolic resistance, where muscles become less responsive to dietary protein. Your body may not fully utilize consumed protein for muscle repair, even with adequate overall intake. The solution lies in strategic meal timing. Research from the University of Texas in 2014 revealed that individuals consuming nearly equal protein amounts at breakfast, lunch, and dinner had 25% higher muscle protein synthesis rates than those consuming most protein at dinner. Why? Each meal served as a distinct stimulus for muscle growth, maintaining consistent signaling throughout the day. For seniors, eating within 30 to 60 minutes after light exercise can enhance this effect. This period, called the anabolic window, occurs when muscle cells are most receptive to nutrition and rapidly absorb amino acids for tissue rebuilding. Here's your bedtime-focused protocol. Ensure your evening meal, consumed 3 to 4 hours before sleep, contains at least 30 grams of high-quality protein. This might look like a cup of Greek yogurt with hemp seeds and berries, or 3 eggs with sautéed spinach and lentils. 2 hours before bed, consume a smaller protein-rich snack, approximately 15 to 20 grams, such as cottage cheese with nuts or a small whey protein smoothie. This provides sustained amino acid release throughout sleep's intensive repair phase. Avoid heavy meals immediately before bed, as digestion can disrupt sleep quality. However, strategic pre-sleep nutrition ensures your muscles receive consistent building blocks during overnight recovery. Your complete bedtime leg strength protocol. Let me provide your comprehensive science-backed bedtime protocol for restoring leg strength, energy, and independence. Phase 1 evening meal. 3 to 4 hours before bed. Start with a foundation meal containing 30 grams of high-quality protein. I recommend grilled salmon with quinoa and steamed spinach, or 3 eggs scrambled with kale and sweet potato. Include 1 cup of dark leafy greens drizzled with olive oil to combat inflammation. Phase 2, pre-sleep nutrition. 2 hours before bed. This is your power combination. Consume 2 whole eggs for Leucine, paired with half a cup of Greek yogurt mixed with 1 tablespoon of whey protein powder for Leucine. Add 1 medium cooked beet, or 4 ounces of beetroot juice for nitric oxide production. Phase 3, bedtime optimization. 30 minutes before sleep. Take a 10-minute gentle walk around your home or do light stretching. This activates the nutrients you've consumed and primes your neuromuscular system for overnight repair. The science behind this timing is crucial. During sleep, your body releases growth hormone, maximizing protein synthesis. Your nervous system consolidates motor patterns and repairs neural connections. Blood flow increases to muscles for waste removal and nutrient delivery. By providing targeted nutrients before this natural repair cycle, you're essentially giving your body premium fuel for restoration. The leucine activates muscle building. Choline restores neural communication. Nitric oxide improves blood flow, and antioxidants reduce inflammation. This isn't just theory. Within 12 to 24 hours, many of my patients report feeling more stable upon waking, increased confidence in their steps, and improved energy throughout the day. The longevity connection. Why this matters for your future. My dear seniors, this isn't just about leg strength. This is about your longevity, your independence, and your quality of life in the years ahead. Every day I see patients whose lives have been transformed by falls, fractures, and the gradual loss of mobility that comes with muscle weakness. The statistics are sobering. According to the CDC, 1 in 4 Americans aged 65 and older falls each year. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related death among seniors. But here's what gives me hope. Most of these falls are preventable through proper nutrition and muscle maintenance. Strong legs mean more than just mobility. They're your body's largest muscle group, serving as a metabolic powerhouse that regulates blood sugar, supports bone density, and maintains hormonal balance. When your legs are strong, your entire body functions better. The fear of aging doesn't have to control your life. The fear of becoming dependent, of losing your home, of burdening your family. These are real concerns I hear daily. But armed with the right knowledge, you can take control. This bedtime protocol addresses the root causes of age-related muscle loss, chronic inflammation, poor circulation, and neural dysfunction. By targeting these simultaneously, you're not just treating symptoms, you're reversing the biological processes that steal your strength. Recent research from Harvard School of Public Health suggests that maintaining muscle mass after 60 can add 5 to 8 years to your lifespan while dramatically improving quality of life. Strong muscles mean better balance, fewer falls, maintained independence, and continued participation in activities you love. The mistakes I see seniors make repeatedly include accepting weakness as inevitable, focusing on cardio while ignoring resistance and nutrition, eating inadequate protein, especially Leucine, and consuming most protein at dinner instead of throughout the day. Potential consequences and warning signs. Let me address the serious consequences of ignoring these signs and the potential risks you face without intervention. Muscle weakness progression follows predictable patterns. It typically begins with difficulty rising from chairs, progresses to stair climbing challenges, advances to balance problems and increased fall risk, and eventually leads to loss of independence and potential institutionalization. The Cleveland Clinic reports that adults over 65 lose 1 to 3% of muscle mass annually without intervention. This translates to significant functional decline within just a few years. However, I must address potential concerns with this protocol. If you have kidney disease, consult your physician before increasing protein intake. Those on blood thinners should monitor beetroot consumption, as nitrates can enhance medication effects. Individuals with digestive issues should introduce these foods gradually. The good news? These interventions are remarkably safe for most seniors when implemented gradually. Start with one component weekly, monitor your body's response, and adjust accordingly. Success stories and real-world results. In my practice, I have witnessed remarkable transformations using these principles. Margaret, a 73-year-old patient, came to me after a minor fall, left her afraid to leave her apartment. Within 6 weeks of following this bedtime protocol, she was climbing stairs confidently and returned to her daily walks. Robert, 68, struggled with fatigue and leg weakness that prevented him from playing with his grandchildren. After implementing strategic protein timing and bedtime nutrition, he reported feeling 10 years younger within a month. These aren't isolated cases. A study from Tufts University following 100 adults over 65 for 6 months found that those implementing targeted bedtime nutrition protocols showed 23% improvement in leg strength tests, 18% better balance scores, and 31% reduced fall risk compared to control groups. The key is consistency. Your body responds to sustained, targeted nutrition rather than sporadic efforts. Think of this as reprogramming your biology, not just treating symptoms. Many of my patients initially worry about eating before bed affecting sleep quality. However, when done correctly with appropriate timing and portions, most report improved sleep quality due to stable blood sugar and reduced nighttime muscle cramps. Beyond nutrition, supporting lifestyle factors. While nutrition forms the foundation, several supporting factors amplify these benefits. Adequate sleep, 7 to 8 hours nightly, is crucial for muscle repair and growth hormone release. Poor sleep quality can negate nutritional interventions. Hydration plays a critical role. Dehydration, common among seniors, impairs nutrient transport and muscle function. Aim for 8 glasses of water daily, adjusting for activity level and climate. Gentle resistance exercise, even body weight movements, synergizes beautifully with this nutritional approach. Simple exercises like chair stands, wall push-ups, and ankle circles performed 3 times weekly can accelerate results. Sunlight exposure supports vitamin D production, essential for muscle function and calcium absorption. Spend 15 to 20 minutes outdoors daily when possible. Stress management cannot be overlooked. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which breaks down muscle tissue. Practice relaxation techniques, maintain social connections, and engage in activities you enjoy. Finally, regular medical monitoring ensures you're progressing safely. Track your improvements through simple measures like timing how long it takes to stand from a chair or counting steps climbed without fatigue. Your action plan. Starting tonight. Tonight, you can begin transforming your leg strength and reclaiming your independence. Here's your step-by-step action plan. Week 1 foundation building. Implement the bedtime nutrition protocol gradually. Start with the evening meal modifications, adding dark leafy greens and ensuring adequate protein. Introduce the pre-sleep snack by day 3. Week 2 optimization. Add beetroot juice or cooked beets to your evening routine. Begin the gentle bedtime walk. Monitor your morning energy levels and stability. Week 3 integration. Fine-tune portions based on your response. Some seniors need slightly more protein, others less beetroot to avoid digestive upset. Listen to your body. Week 4 assessment. Evaluate your progress. Can you stand from chairs more easily? Do you feel steadier on your feet? Are you sleeping better? Most patients notice significant improvements by this point. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about consistent progress toward a stronger, more independent future. Even implementing 70% of this protocol can yield meaningful results. Document your journey. Keep a simple log of how you feel each morning, your energy levels throughout the day, and any improvements in daily activities. This motivation will sustain you through the initial adjustment period. If this video has opened your eyes to new possibilities for healthy aging and maintaining your independence, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Share your experience in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing about your progress. Most importantly, share this information with other seniors in your life. We're building a community of empowered older adults who refuse to accept weakness as inevitable. Remember, it's never too late to reclaim your strength. Your best years can still be ahead of you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll explore more science-backed strategies for aging powerfully and maintaining your independence. Start tonight. Your future mobility depends on it.